Test, 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 test. All right. Just check and see if that worked. All right, let's talk about how you're going to sound like a chemist. Impress that significant other with your massive knowledge of chemistry. And here it comes. First of all, you need to, you're going to need a periodic table, so let me grab one. Almost forgot my cheat sheet. We got it. All right. So we're going to talk about what's in a name. How does a chemist confer to you exactly what's in front of you? And chemists are lazy like everybody else, so they have a really cool set of rules for naming things. What do I mean by cool set of rules? Well, I can say something to you, and both of us, if we know our chemistry, know exactly what I'm talking about. I can talk about just about anything in the universe and explain it to you, a chemist, in just a couple words exactly what I'm looking at. Okay? So for example, let's say I had a compound made of lithium and oxygen. Okay? So again, I'm up here. I do my example problem, lithium and oxygen. I simply say lithium, right? Lithium, Li, find lithium on my chart. I find oxygen on my chart. Boom. Okay? And I simply say lithium oxide. Now, I did do something weird with the second part. I chop off the end of the word and I add the IDE. Okay? So lithium comes first. Lithium. Whole word. Say the whole entire thing. And then instead of saying oxygen, I say oxide. Okay? And that's it. That's how you name things in chemistry land, and it sound really cool while you're doing it. Now, there are a couple things you need to worry about. One of them is this. I have bromine and calcium. Well, bromine's over here, and calcium's over here. It leads to an interesting question. Do I say bromine calcinide? Or do I recognize that calcium is on the left side of the chart, and we read left to right, and so I should always use the left one first. And that's actually what happens. We always use the left one first. So if I had told you oxygen and lithium together, you would say lithium oxide because you read from left to right. And so although I wrote bromine and calcium to try to fool you, bromine's on the right, calcium on the left. I start with calcium, and I'm just going to write calcium. Don't change its word. First thing never gets changed. So the first thing on the left-hand side never gets changed. And then on the right-hand side, I have my friend bromine. So I turn it into bromide. All of them get IDEs. All of them go from left to right. So if I put nitrogen and beryllium together, it would be beryllium nitride, magnesium sulfide, strontium telluride. Yeah, it's a ski place too. Cesium iodide, right? And so it's really straightforward. We are, as chemists, are incredibly lazy and want to make this simple. Okay, so how do you do your homework? Okay, so here's how you do homework. You've got bromine and you got magnesium. So I'm gonna make them in orange so we can see them. So here is bromine. Find my pen. So here's bromine right here. Bromine wants to gain 1 electron so it can become a 36. Magnesium's over here. Boom, magnesium's right here. And it needs to lose 2 to get down to 10, right? That's where it is on the chart. So we know bromine wants to gain 1. We know magnesium wants to lose 2. You can use dots if you'd like. You may use anything you want. But I know magnesium needs to lose 2. I know bromine wants 1. So I need 2 bromines to take care of the 2 electrons the magnesium has and wants to get rid of. Okay? Again, if you want to do with dots, you could do Mg. I got 1 dot, 2 dot. I got bromine. Bromine 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 because it's the next to last row. I attach them up. I go magnesium, therefore dot. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 fills in 1, but I still got a dot up here. So then I put a bromine right here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and bromine is now happy. Bromine has a full shell. Bromine has a full shell. Magnesium has lost all of its electrons. Everybody's happy. So the only thing I'm really adding, because this is old school stuff, is how do I name this? Well, I look over here. Magnesium's on the left, bromines on the right. It's not how they're listed. It's how they are on the periodic table. Again, the greatest cheat sheet ever. So I write magnesium. I don't change that at all. Magnesium. And then I go over here. It's bromine. So I write the word bromide. And I'm done. That's how you do chemistry. Actually, we are doing an alarming amount of chemistry here. This is everything for a long time. Okay? This is the idea. This is the big picture. How these things go together. When I put them together, what do I call them when I'm done? All that's here. Okay. All right. So this should be enough to do your worksheets. If you got problems, send me notes and whatever. Also, on my notes today, there was an earthquake where I live. I felt it. I was in the upstairs. It shook my room, woke me up. Okay. I made it halfway to the doorway before the earthquake stopped. It was relatively minor where I live, but I am over 65 miles away from it. So it was fairly shallow. So generally thinking shallow earthquakes don't go very far. This one was pretty shallow. It had to have been pretty big. I'll give you some details later about exactly what it looked like, or give you a better idea of that in my notes for the post. Okay, but that was kind of interesting. We had an earthquake here. I suspect it would have been south and east of my location, so I suspect you guys didn't feel it at all. Any of that weird stuff, weird times we live in.